welcome to the Wake Up Dad Show. This is episode number 38.
Wake up, Dad!
Are you confused and overwhelmed about your role in all the craziness that is being a dad? Are you struggling to create the life you hope for? Are you looking for other dads to share your struggles and your triumphs? Or do you just need help waking up in the morning? Join your host, Dr. Scott Vatcher, as he explores the amazing and sometimes crazy world of being a dad. This is the Wake Up Dad Show.
Hey Dad, and welcome to another episode of the Wake Up Dad Show. This show is dedicated to you, the dad who wants more. More success, time, health, fitness, connection, passion, and all-around awesomeness. I'm one of your hosts, Dr. Scott, and on today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about something that happened to me while I was out yesterday on a run. I've been doing sort of a 30-day challenge with myself, just getting fitter and more active for what the Australian summer is going to hold in for me coming up very, very soon, because it is in the, end of November at the moment, so it's coming into our summer here in Australia. And I want to look good and feel good, going to the beach and stuff like that. So I've been challenging myself. And so I was out yesterday for a run. And I run along the beach. I live in a southern end of the Gold Coast. And so along the beach there is just a fantastic spot that I can go for a run. It's anywhere, depending on how long I go, for 5 to 10 kilometer run. And just gorgeous days here at the moment. 27 degrees, not to rub it into any of you guys listening overseas at the moment. But so I was out for a run yesterday, and I get this strong headwind on my run on the way out. So on the first half of my run, because I run out one way, basically just turn around and run back the other way. So it's out one way and back. And the strong headwind on the run out. So I'm thinking to myself, man, this is hard. Whew. Man, this is going well. You're puffing and groaning and doing the things you do when you go for a run. And but I did have the thought in my head, when I turn around, the wind is going to be at my back. And the second half of this run is going to be much more of a breeze. Pun intended there, more of a breeze. But so I get to the end, halfway turnaround point, and I turn around to come back, and I don't know how this happens. I don't know if you guys have experienced it out there, and I've experienced it before, but turn around for the way back, wind in your face the whole way there, and I turn around, and the wind is stronger in my face coming back. I don't know how that happens, but it's happened to me a few times, and I don't know if you guys out there have experienced it, but it was... Man, it was a bit of a drag. It was a bit of a letdown. And what I did, though, is I took it all in stride and I said, all right, well, this is what it is. Wind ain't going to change. Or, well, maybe it will, but I don't have any say in what it does. So I went on my run, finished my run, hard slog on the way back, wind in my face the whole time. And it got me thinking, because I do a lot of thinking when I'm out running. And that wind can be sort of a parallel of what life is like, and the challenges that come up in life. That wind makes things more difficult. And sometimes life can be more difficult, can't it? And sometimes we don't have control over it. But what we could do is bitch and moan and complain about it. I could have turned around on that halfway point of my run and had the wind in my face and gone, oh man, this sucks. I was expecting it to be easier. This is too hard, and just walk back home, or moan about it, complain about it the whole way, and miss the beautiful joy that I get and the gratitude that I could have out on my run for the fact that I get to go and run on the beach in Australia on the Gold Coast anytime I want. I could have lost that gratitude and feeling of complete happiness by just letting the wind in my face create problems for my life when there was nothing I could do about it. So when in your life, Dad, have you had the wind in your face, and I'm speaking metaphorically here, had resistance in your life, And instead of embracing that resistance and realizing, you know what, a lot of that resistance is one of two things. Either can't do a thing about it, so therefore get over it, or I'm creating this resistance myself and I can get over it. Either way, you can get over it. Either way, I can get over it. Sometimes we choose not to, but I think the important part about it is to be aware of it. And when we're aware of these things that are going on, then we do have a choice in the matter of how we want to approach this wind in our face, how we want to approach this resistance in our lives, because we could take the high road, so to speak, and look at it for what it is and realize it's something that either we can't change, so get on with it, or something we can change, so change it, or we can bitch and moan and complain about it and have things go downhill and not get the results we want in our life and completely continue to bitch and moan and complain about it. So which way are you in your life? Which of the 5 Ps, which areas in your life are you having resistance in your life right now, and that you can make a change? That's your dad work for this week, guys. Signing off for today's episode. Remember, an ancient proverb once said, for a man to achieve his dreams, he must first wake up.
Do you want to know more about the Wake Up Dad movement? Go to www.thewakeupdadshow.com to download any and all past issues of the show, claim your free gift, or to directly ask Dr. Scott any questions you have. Continue the conversation on the Facebook group Wake Up Dad. Share this podcast with other dads on iTunes or Google Play. Make sure to subscribe to the show and give us a rating so we can reach more dads. And dads, one last thing. Wake up!